Good morning. I'm Steve Jurens with your live Northeast Radio SD News for Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. Your news this hour is brought to you by Watertown Development Company, Watertown's established economic growth and development professionals. Check out the no-cost online courses available to help local entrepreneurs. Learn more at wdcsd.com under the Events tab. The Watertown Development Company equals economic mobility. The Watertown City Council has approved two new tax increment financing districts aimed at bringing nearly 200 affordable housing units to the local market. TIF number 21 will support the Oaks 2, a 72-unit complex by the Stencil Group, while TIF number 22 facilitates Dakota Commons Reserve, a 112-unit project. Under state law, these developers must cap rental rates at 80% of the area median income. While some council members question the necessity of the tax breaks, others emphasize that current market conditions, where building costs have nearly doubled since 2018, make such incentives vital for developer confidence. To protect the public, new agreements include a waiver preventing developers from protesting property assessments for the life of the TIF. Plans for the new phase of the Harmony Hill residential development are moving forward following first readings for new zoning and annexation ordinances. The proposal involves nearly 10 acres of land intended for compact single-family housing, a designation that allows for smaller lot sizes to help reduce development costs. During the meeting, city officials clarified that while the project is part of a workforce housing push, transitional zoning will be a focus for future phases to address concerns about higher density apartment buildings being placed directly next to single-family homes. Final action on these ordinances is scheduled for the March 16th council meeting. The Watertown City Council has approved a reduced fee agreement for the upcoming 5th Avenue North reconstruction project by having city staff take over several administrative tasks. The contract with Civil Design Incorporated was slashed from $250,000 down to roughly $161,000. City Manager Alan Stager noted that the total projected cost for the project now sits at $2.6 million, well below the original $3.1 million budget. The full depth reconstruction of 3,500 lineal feet of Fifth Avenue is slated to begin on March 16th and will continue through most of the construction season. An 18-year-old from Wallace is making national waves by saving what she calls the casualties of the field. Madison Grimm, founder of the nonprofit Second Chance Field, rescues wild bird eggs from nests unintentionally hit by agricultural machinery. Using a high-tech incubator and even clear nail polish to patch cracked shells, Grimm successfully raised and released 167 ducklings last year alone. Her mission recently reached the state capitol, where she helped champion House Bill 1265. The new law clarifies that citizens may legally salvage and hatch eggs from nests disturbed by normal farming operations, giving thousands of birds a second chance in the sky. The Republican primary for the U.S. Senate in South Dakota has a new contender. Navy veteran and local business owner Justin McNeil has announced he will challenge two-term incumbent Senator Mike Rounds, a political newcomer and nuclear engineer who served on the USS Key West. McNeil is centering his campaign on what he calls the unholy trinity of special interests, lobbyists, and career politicians. His platform focuses heavily on the $38.5 trillion national debt and the immediate need for federal term limits. McNeil says he is running on a lean and mean grassroots campaign and is refusing all special interest money ahead of the June 2nd primary. Bramble Park Zoo is offering local students a rare chance to see what happens after the gates close. The zoo has announced its inaugural spring break lock in for students in grades 6 through 12. Scheduled for March 19th, this free overnight experience will feature behind the scenes access, nocturnal animal observations, and conservation workshops. The program is funded by a grant from the Watertown Area Community Foundation's Youth Council. While the March 1st application deadline has passed, zoo officials say they are currently reviewing essays from young animal lovers and will notify selected participants shortly. A plan to mandate a statewide bell to bell cell phone ban in South Dakota schools has failed in Pierre. Supporters of Senate Bill 198 argued a uniform policy would reduce classroom distractions and arguments, but critics, including State Secretary of Education Joe Graves, insisted the decision belongs to local educators. Data presented to the House Education Committee showed that 94% of responding districts already have their own phone policies in place. After an 8 to 7 vote to delay the bill effectively killed it, last minute attempt to replace the language with a charter school proposal also failed to move forward. Your news this hour was brought to you by Watertown Development Company, Watertown's established economic growth and development professionals. Check out the no-cost online courses available to help local entrepreneurs. Learn more at wdcsd.com under the Events tab. Watertown Development Company equals economic mobility. Read full in-depth stories online at northeastradiosd.com. If you enjoy our daily news recap podcast and live interview uploads, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter delivered straight to your inbox every morning at 6 a.m. And with today's local and state news from Northeast Radio SD studios in Watertown, South Dakota, I'm Steve Jurens.